Alright, everybody, welcome to today's live stream. I'll be starting at 2 o'clock. I just wanted to go ahead and get started to rule out any technical difficulties I might have. Alright, everybody, welcome to today's live stream. I'll be starting at... Give everybody just a couple of minutes to get here, and then we will start. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to jot those down in the chat, and I'll answer them right here. Just saw your comment, Linda Lukey. Sounds great. That is great to hear. I appreciate your feedback. Welcome to today's stream. I hope you enjoy it. And also, I believe the Hurricane HQ will also be joining us today during our live stream. He is my partner in crime when it comes to weather. I'm also teamed up with Will's Weather. He is unable to make it today for some reason, but hopefully we can get him to join another live video. I apologize if the resolution is a little bit bad. There might be a small delay. But other than that, I think it should be good. Other than that. If you're just joining us now, we'll be starting in about 3 minutes or so. I just wanted to go ahead and get started just a couple of minutes early to rule out any technical difficulties. For anybody that is new to the channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and help me reach my goal of 150 subscribers by June 1st. My original goal was 100 subscribers by June 21st, and I am now at 118. So thank you to everybody who is currently subscribed to my channel. And once again, if you are not already subscribed, be sure to click that subscribe button for more live streams and also more updates. We'll be starting in just about another 2 to 3 minutes. Alright, we'll give everybody just another minute to join, and then we will go ahead and get started. Alright, just about 1 more minute, and then we're going to go ahead and get started with today's live stream. About another 30 seconds, and we will be good to go. All right, it is now 2 p.m. Happy Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. It is currently May 2nd, 2021. Thank you all so much for joining me right here on my live stream today. I really hope that my connection today and my audio quality will be much better than the live stream that I did a couple of days ago. I have a brand new computer and also a brand new microphone. So a lot of technical advances leaning into the good way for our channel. And if you're new to the channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and also click that notification bell, and also be sure to share this video so that way it gets a lot of views. So let's go ahead and jump right into what is currently going on. Here is our SPC outlook of what is currently going on. Let me make sure I have the right colors. So this is going to be our main area of concern today, right in around here. We still have a big area of low pressure that is going to be generally right in this area right here. It's creating a big dip in the jet stream pattern right here, and there's a lot of moisture being poured into this system. So that's why we're seeing a slight marginal risk anywhere in this area right here. And then we also do have a couple of other areas that we're watching for the chance of severe weather today. We have right here in between eastern Wyoming, and then western Nebraska, and then even getting into some parts of Kansas. You also do have a slight risk of seeing severe weather there. But in generally anywhere in this area right here, you have a decent shot where you have a chance of seeing some severe weather today. Now, today is not the only day that we have of seeing severe weather. You all know that this whole week has been a very active weather week. We've had a lot of storms firing up all throughout the central and southern plains. If you all watched my interview that I did a couple of days ago, I interviewed one of my dad's friends that lives in Del Rio, Texas, actually just near Austin, Texas. And he had a very bad hailstorm. Actually, one of the hailstones actually was a softball-sized hail, and it actually went through his roof, which is never a good thing to see. So a lot of crazy stuff has been going on, and it is continuing because the system that we're watching is just so slow. So as you go into tomorrow, here is our chance of seeing severe weather as you go into tomorrow. So some of the exact same areas, a little bit more northward. Now we're getting into the Kentucky River Valley and also the Ohio River Valley. So anywhere in this general area, that's where we're going to be looking for the chance of severe weather. But in general, if you go from southern Utah, northern New Mexico, all the way east, even into the eastern seaboard, you have a decent shot of seeing some severe weather there too. And to add on to that, we even have a chance of seeing more severe weather as we go into the next couple of days. So a lot of weather stuff that is going to be happening over the next couple of days, excuse me. Once again, my friend HQ should be joining me in just a couple of minutes. He's my partner with weather stuff. Actually, he just sent me a message. Hang on a second. He'll be joining in about 2 minutes. So he'll be coming in just a couple of minutes. So now let's head over to RadarScope and see what is currently firing up. We do have one active warning out, and that is in the state of Colorado right now. Let me go here for just a second. So we have several severe storms firing up. I'm going to zoom out just so that way you all can get a general picture of what is currently going on. This is in just north of Denver, Colorado. And we have a very strong to severe storm currently happening right now. And you can see all across the map, we have a lot of storm reports currently happening. So let's go over to the velocity and see what is currently going on. You all know the brighter the color, the stronger the winds. So anywhere in this general area right here, we're seeing very strong winds. Anywhere in this general green, we have very strong winds. A lot of reports of rain, but thankfully no rotation at this second. So now I want to zoom out and go to our main area that we're watching for the threat of severe weather today. Let's go check out this one first. So we do have a couple of severe thunderstorms firing up right now. No warning storms going out through Monroe, Louisiana, down into Jackson, Mississippi, also towards Gulfport, Louisiana. So a couple of severe storms. And then we also do have a storm that is right near Shibuya that is also kicking up a lot of rain. But thankfully, I don't think any of them right now are... Oh, I think that's my friend HQ that just joined.
Hey.
Hey, HQ, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. My live stream is going great.
Okay, all right. So, Where do you leave off?
So I was actually just on Radar Scope, and I was talking about the storms that are currently firing up in Mississippi and Louisiana.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I just pulled it up.
Okay. Welcome HQ, everybody. He just joined. He's my partner.
Alright, so yeah, let's get back to the radar.
Yes. All right. So this is what we're currently seeing once again. We're having a couple of severe storms. Thankfully, nothing right now is warmed or anything, but we do have some pretty strong storms going around your Gulf of Mississippi, going up to Meridian, back towards Jackson, and also going towards Monroe. But thankfully, as I just said, nothing right now is warned, and we don't have any too strong winds right now, and thankfully, nothing is warned right now. So once again, we do have several reports right now. You can see all across the United States. Most of them are in that severe thunderstorm warning that is just to the north of Denver. HQ, my nanny, Linda Lukey, just said, "Welcome aboard to the live stream."
Yeah.
So I'm now going to go back to that severe thunderstorm warning that is just to the north of Denver, Colorado. It may be a little bit tough to get some new radar scans, considering that this system is literally just to the west of this of the radar site. It's almost like that storm that me and HQ were covering just a couple of days ago. It had winds almost up to Category 3 hurricane force, and we were still getting new radar signals, which was so shocking. You remember that, HQ?
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, that was absolutely incredible. So if you want to, I can turn it over to you for just a couple of minutes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just go ahead and present.
Would you like me to go over that one severe thunderstorm warning?
Yeah, you can. And if you also want to go, I went over when I started the live stream. I went over the SPC outlook, but you can always go over it again if you want.
All right. So yeah, first let's come over to this current severe thunderstorm warning. This is currently just northeast of Denver right now, and yes, this is in Colorado. And we actually do have some reports of, looks like here we have a report of mixed rain and ice pellets. I believe they mean hail. We also have a wind report, a thunderstorm wind report, about 62 miles per hour, so definitely pretty strong. And a few hail reports, one of them being pea-sized hail. Another wind report here, 1-inch tree limb broken, shingles blown off, definitely pretty strong winds. And reduced visibility also. Let's actually take a look at the current warning text. As you can see, the maximum hail size is forecast to be about 0.88 inches, and the winds up to 60 miles per hour. And if we actually take a look at the supervised velocity, you can see we do have some strong winds, as Liam was saying over here in the severe thunderstorm. And if we actually head over to our 1 hour rainfall rates, we probably could be seeing rain up to maybe an inch or so an hour. Definitely pretty heavy.
Oh yeah,
and
absolutely.
Let's actually go with the hydrometer classification. So it doesn't look like there isn't much hail. It isn't really a big hail threat here, but there is some scattered areas, possibly some hail rain mix. Although just to the north of the warning, there is a big area of hail that definitely could be a problem.
Absolutely.
Just verify that. Yeah, so we are definitely seeing some hail, as both parameters are showing it.
Definitely.
So yeah, definitely a hail threat, but I don't believe it's that bad.
And thankfully right now we don't have any tornado warning storms, which is very good for this time of year. So I'm now going to go over and show you all how this is going to progress over the next couple of days. Let's go ahead to the GFS model. So once again, here's the big area of low pressure.
I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. So here's the big area of low pressure. Once again, a huge dip in the jet stream pattern and a lot of moisture being poured north from the northern Gulf of Mexico. So I now want to play this out just to show you all how this system is going to be affecting the United States over the next couple of days. So as we go into May 3rd, which is tomorrow at about 2 a.m., we have a decent shot of seeing some rain and very heavy rain across portions of central Alabama. And then we also do have another severe threat going into places like northern Kansas and also southern Nebraska. And then as our next system is coming down, that will affect places like the Colorado Rockies. So now let's go even more into the time lapse, and now let's go into May 4th. Now we're seeing a lot of scattered showers here across the western Great Lakes, and then also getting back into the Northeast. But thankfully, we shouldn't be looking at anything severe-wise, which is a very good thing. And then as we time this out even more for you, once my radar loads, it really should get a lot nicer, considering once we get up to around May 6th, because you all can see that the only areas of the United States that will be getting weather is basically east of the Central Plains and then in the interior Northwest. But anywhere in this general area right here, there should be really, really nice weather. So thankfully, God is rewarding us with a lot of nicer weather as soon as we can get away from all of this severe weather that we've had. It's been a very active week with weather. We've had several reports of tornadoes and also severe weather, and thankfully, hopefully, all this will be over soon. So once again, if you're just joining us, here is the current SPC outlook. We have a slight to marginal risk in the lower Mississippi River Valley, and then also we have another area of possible severe weather as you get into northern Kansas, eastern Wyoming, and then also as you get into extreme southwestern Nebraska. And once again, if you have any of those, and if you have any questions for us, please feel free to comment those down in the chat, and we will answer them right here on our live stream. And once again, please be sure that you subscribe to both of our channels. My channel is Liam's Weather. His channel is the Hurricane HQ, and we both do live videos pretty often. So to make sure that you don't miss out, please be sure to subscribe and also join our Discord servers. His is a lot bigger than mine. But I'm trying to join mine, so I'm trying to get mine to be bigger. So I would appreciate any new followers. I just saw the comment from Aluki. You and Hurricane HQ are doing a great job today. I appreciate your feedback. So I'm going to turn it over to HQ for just a couple of minutes now.
Okay, what would you like me to go over? Just wondering.
Anything you want. I'm good with whatever.
Alright, I'm actually going to go over the current severe weather in the southeast.
Perfect.
So we just got a new radar scan in from the severe thunderstorm warning right here. And it looks like there is a cell down here with a bit heavier rainfall than the one up here. This one, let's actually see if there is, yeah, it looks like the more northern one has a bit stronger winds associated with it in that area, but the more southern one, I believe, has higher rainfall rates. Yeah, so the more southern cell does have probably rainfall rates up to about 0.75 inches per hour. Definitely a bit higher than the northern cell. That definitely can change in the near future. If we actually take a look at the hydrometer classification, we can see that there is a slightly higher hail threat in the more southern cell than the northern one. But the worst hail threat today is most likely in this cell here, near Hudson in Colorado. This area, you are most likely getting the heaviest of the hail. Most likely just some standard light hail. Although definitely we could be seeing a few large hail pellets, possibly maybe golf ball sized, or probably up to an inch is possible. Now, we are also seeing a lot of wind reports ahead of this severe thunderstorm warning. You can see we have reports of blowing dust and sand, and strong winds. This is 1-inch tree limbs broken, shingles blown off. Definitely damaging winds for sure. There is also a mesoscale discussion, in fact, for this entire area. Never mind, this just expired recently. Alright.
That's good.
But there is the probability of a severe thunderstorm watch is only 20%, so that is definitely very good. That we're most likely not going to be seeing widespread severe weather in this area. but definitely the chance of hail in some of these cells. If we actually bring it back down to Alabama, and actually let's just take a look. Where's the rainfall? All right, yeah. So it does like we actually have a line of severe thunderstorms firing up in northern Louisiana. It looks like we have severe thunderstorm cells extending just about from Fort Polk south all the way probably to about Farmerville in Louisiana. You can see this line here, and these storms can probably will probably be getting pretty intense into the next few hours, as you can see. Let's actually take a look at the hail threat in here. So it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing much hail in these severe thunderstorm cells. Maybe a few, maybe I would say pea-sized hail is possible, but probably not much hail-wise. Although rainfall, we could be seeing probably up to about a ½ an inch per hour in some of these cells. Definitely, I wouldn't say flash flooding is really it's very likely, but definitely prepare for possible flooding. I would say minor flooding is possible. We actually move to a more northern radar tower. Actually, this line of severe thunderstorms does probably, I would say, extend into maybe southern, I don't know, I would just say northern Louisiana.
Yeah.
Is where the severe thunderstorm line really is located.
Yep. All right. Thank you, HQ. I appreciate that. So let's go ahead and go to radar scope. We just got a brand new radar scan on that severe thunderstorm in Colorado. This is just to the east of Thornton, and as you can see, we have a lot of reports that are coming in, and we probably will not get the best radar scans, considering that this system is very, very, very close to the radar site. But we're still seeing very strong rain in a lot of areas. So I'm going to go and touch on a couple more things with that line of storms that HQ is just forecasting on. Let's go near a place like Jackson, Mississippi. Give me a second so I can put the radar on. Here we go. So we have a lot of storms that are also going to be affecting the Gulf Coast, especially this line of storms right here. It is currently affecting Gulfport, but anywhere in this area, this is going to be moving in this direction, so impacting places like Mobile, Alabama, and then also as you get into places like Montgomery, maybe, as you get into tonight. So a lot of things to watch as we get into tonight. And also the threat continues for Jackson, Mississippi, and also for Meridian. So a lot of things to watch here, but thankfully I don't think we're seeing anything that would signify too much severe weather, which is definitely a good thing right now. So thankfully, once again, the heaviest of storms is now off the coast. We're starting to see some small signs of rotation here just off the coast. Anywhere in this red right here, that is kind of alarming because we didn't see any of that red just a couple of minutes ago, and now we are seeing that red. So that means we're seeing a different wind current blowing a different direction. And if those two can get a little bit more stronger, they can possibly create spin in the atmosphere, and that would possibly if the National Weather Service want to issue a tornado warning, which is not anything we ever want to see. So let's just keep our
it would most likely come up as a special marine warning.
Yeah, that's true, because they would signify water spouts coming on shore. Yeah, definitely. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we have several reports once again. Here's a report of raining just to the east, just to the southeast of Jackson, Mississippi. Another one just to the north of Waynesboro. Another rain one. And then also, look at this. All across the United States, a whole area of reports being reported right now. So a massive area of the threat. So once again, this is I mean, obviously the main severe threat is going to be down here in the southeast today, but the threat can continue all the way back west and all the way back east. So several different areas to watch for the chance of severe weather. So now let's head back to that severe thunderstorm warning that is basically right over now the Denver metro area. I'm going to try and switch over to a different radar, considering that the warning is basically right over the radar that we're forecasting it on. Let's try this one. I think this is probably going to be our best one that we're going to get. So we're still seeing very strong rain just to the east of Denver. I'm going to try and get these reports off just so that way I can see it a little bit better what's going on. So this is right near Thornton and also Brighton, a big area to watch, and thankfully I don't think we're seeing any signs of rotation on the super res velocity. We're seeing pretty consistent winds, but thankfully no winds blowing in the opposite direction right now, which is a very good thing. Once again, just to the north of Colorado Springs and Denver, to the south of Fort Collins, so in between two very populated areas. HQ, do you possibly know the population of those two areas?
I'm not sure actually. Let me just check real quick.
Because I know you're good with it.
You are saying inside the warning, correct?
Well, just in between, Fort Collins and Denver. I know those are two very populated cities, so I was trying to get.
Definitely. I would probably say over 50,000 at least.
Oh,
let me actually check for sure real quick.
Okay, no problem. I know you're good when it comes to that stuff on live streams.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, it looks like in the warning.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's weird.
And thank you for the 2 likes on this video. I really appreciate your support.
Let's see. It's odd. I'm not seeing the warning coming up. That's weird. Oh, yes, that's my mistake. It looks like the population is 457,000.
Holy crud. 457,000, ladies and gentlemen. That's not.
There is 119 schools and 6 hospitals within the warning.
Wow.
That is just within the warning. The area's affected is probably over 50,000 or 500,000.
Wow. Holy crud. That is absolutely incredible. All right. Once again, if any of you have any questions, if any of you that are watching have any questions, feel free to comment those live down in the chat, and we will answer those right here on our live stream. So once again, we're still watching this huge band of very heavy rain work its way onshore. I'm going to go ahead and play this radar just so that way you all can see which direction it's heading. So here you go. It's basically right along this huge front heading this direction. So once again, Mobile, Monroeville, Greenville, Montgomery, all in the forecast track for this area. So I'll actually draw a little forecast cone just so that way you all can see which direction this is heading in. Anywhere in this direction, this is going to be where this system is right here. And then also if you live in maybe Columbus or Tuscaloosa, this system is going to be heading towards this area. So places like Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Alabama, 2 very hard-hit places by severe weather a couple of months ago, could be back in it again. Hopefully we won't see the severe threat be as severe as we did that one time, but you still have the chance of seeing possible damaging wind gusts and a few isolated tornadoes depending on how strong the rotation is with the system. So once again, extremely, extremely strong winds just off the coast. Thankfully, we're not seeing any rotation, but once again, the brighter the color, the stronger the wind. So a couple areas on the radar of extremely strong winds, and we're already starting to get a lot of reports, even offshore. So this system, or this line of rain, is definitely nothing to kid around with at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go back and show you all, once again, our SPCL look for today. Anywhere in this general area right here, you have the chance of seeing severe weather, and it's also not the threat, and it's not just a threat for severe weather. We also do have a chance for some wildfires today. We have anywhere between an elevated and a critical chance for fire weather. I just saw your comment, Linda Lukey. You guys are doing such a good broadcast, very informative. Thank you both. It is no problem at all. We are glad to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, this general area right here, eastern New Mexico, western Arizona. Also, I don't think. Wait, is that Arizona? I think I'm getting my states wrong.
Yes, that's Arizona.
Okay.
Arizona, New Mexico, and northern Texas.
Yes, I thought I was getting my states wrong for a second there. And then also, as you work your way into north central California, we also do have another area of elevated fire danger. So several things to watch here. And once again, here's the threat for severe weather today. And then also, as you go into tomorrow, the threat for severe weather continues. So here is the severe threat for today.
If you are wondering, that is fire risk.
This is wind probability. Right here, the graphic. You know what? Let me share my screen with you.
You know what you were just reading was a fire probability.
Yes. What I was just reading was a fire danger, but now what I'm reading is
all right.
So this right here is your wind probability. So a 30% chance of seeing some very strong winds, and then also as you get down into our severe area today, that's where we have about a 5 to 15% chance of seeing.
And in that 30% chance, there's also a significant risk in that area. As you can see, there's black dots. That's what that is showing. It's basically saying there's a above average threat for more significant hail.
Absolutely. Very good point there. So now let's go back to our radar and see. Oh, we just got issued a special marine statement for the system that is offshore.
Warning, but yeah.
Yep. So here's your latest details. This one says at... Excuse me, hang on a second.
Water spouts and wind gusts up to 40 knots.
Yes. This one says at 1:24 p.m. Central Time, severe thunderstorm was capable of producing water spouts located 45 nm southeast of southwest pass of the Mississippi River, moving northeast at 35 knots. And once again, as you just said, the hazards in this system includes water spouts and also wind gusts up to around 40 knots. So
luckily, there is just a below 2% chance of hail.
Yes, that is a very good thing. And I'm going to try and see if I can maybe get a better look at the velocity radar. Thankfully, we're not seeing any rotation right now, but we're still seeing very strong winds, which is not a good thing at all, especially
for mariners.
Oh, absolutely. So this is basically just to the southeast of New Orleans, Louisiana, directly south of Gulfport and also Mobile, Alabama. But this is along a long line of storms, and as I showed you a couple of minutes ago, this system will continue to move in this direction. I'm going to draw with my pen in this general direction right here. That's the direction that this system will be heading towards. Do you want to take it over for a couple of minutes, HQ?
Yeah. What would you like me to go over?
I'm not sure. Whatever you want, I'm good with.
I guess I'll go over that. Never mind. That severe thunderstorm warning was expired.
Oh, well, that's good at least.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, there is a report of rip currents near Daytona Beach in Florida.
Oh, wow. Welcome, Music 101 to the stream. Glad you're here.
I'm sorry?
Music 101 just joined, so I was telling him hi.
Okay. Yeah, we're currently streaming to 6 viewers. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Absolutely.
Alright, so now we're going to go over the current severe weather in Louisiana yet again. So we are looking at a line of severe thunderstorms here. Luckily, it doesn't look like any of them are severe, but we could be seeing small, probably up to pea-sized hail within these severe thunderstorms, and gusty winds are possible. It doesn't look like we're going to be seeing anything too severe in them. Nothing exactly to trigger a severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, again, heavy rain, probably up to about, I would say, a half an inch per hour. Maybe about like 3/4 of an inch per hour are possible within some of these cells. So flash flooding is a concern, although I would say pretty minor flooding is most likely. I don't believe anything too severe is going to be happening.
That's good.
But yeah, these cells, they definitely can fire up, and they probably will in the next few hours. So we could be seeing some severe warned cells in the next few hours.
You're good, no worries.
Alright, let's actually head back to this.
Yeah, we'll see the latest on that marine warning.
Alright, so yeah, there is actually a lot of lightning in that. Special marine warning here.
I don't get lightning on my radar.
Oh. Yeah, I have the Pro one.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of lightning within the severe thunderstorm. And if we actually take a look at our velocity, we can see there is definitely some greens and reds. Right now, they are a bit far apart. But definitely we have to watch out because we definitely could be seeing some rotation possibly forming within maybe the next 10, maybe 20 minutes. So definitely have to watch that. For a possible water spout and possibly even a tornado or a water spout could move onto land and form into a tornado. Let's actually take a look at the rainfall in this cell. Or in this thunderstorm. It doesn't look like to be that heavy. Just about half an inch per hour is what it looks like is falling right now. Hydrometer classification is showing mostly just very heavy rain, but there is some scattered hail, looks like. So what the hydrometer classification is showing, and the hydrometer, the hybrid hydrometer class is showing a few areas of very small hail. So I guess hail definitely is something within this severe thunderstorm, but most likely too small for any damage. The warning hasn't been updated, so it still does say that hail is not likely, but the radar is definitely picking up some hail. So
yeah,
hopefully there are no mariners caught in the track of this severe thunderstorm.
And thank you to the 3 likes. We currently have 3 likes on this video, so thank you to everybody for your continued support.
For me, it's 4.
What's that?
On mine, it's 4 likes.
Oh, on mine it's 3. Well, I'll take 4 instead of 3.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we definitely are seeing a lot of lightning within this severe thunderstorm, and there is a few other cells a bit north of it. Doesn't look like they're really. They're definitely not severe, as there is no special marine warning in effect for them, but definitely could cause some heavy rain and possibly some lightning. I'll bring it back to you.
Alright. So, let's go ahead and take a look at, once again, our SPCL. Like, if you're just joining us now, we're watching a couple areas for the threat of severe weather today. This has been an ongoing threat throughout this whole entire week. And believe it or not, we're still watching the threat for severe weather because of a big area of low pressure here that is basically stationary directly over the central part of Texas, and it's creating a big dip in the jet stream pattern. And we have a lot of wind shear that is being poured in southeast, along with a lot of moisture that is being driven in from the northeast. So a lot of severe ingredients that are making the threat for severe weather right along here across the lower Mississippi River Valley, and then also getting back into the southern parts of the Colorado Rockies. So a couple of different areas that we're watching for the threat of severe weather. And then also the threat continues all the way as you get into tomorrow. It will...
and welcome to the stream, a hurricane god.
Yes, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us today. I remember he was commenting a lot of stuff on your stream a couple of days ago.
Yes, yeah.
So here is our threat for severe weather as you go into tomorrow. We're not going to be seeing the exact same areas. It will slide a little bit more up to the northeast and affects places like St. Louis, Missouri, Little Rock, Arkansas, and then also as you get places maybe into extreme southwestern Ohio. So anywhere in this general area right here in this yellow, that is where we have the threat for seeing some severe weather as you go into tomorrow. So a couple of different areas that we're going to be watching. So a multi-threat is still currently unleashing. So now let's go ahead and get the latest information on that special marine warning that has been issued. I'm going to try and X out of radar scope and go back into it so we can try and get the most up-to-date radar scan that we possibly can. Mm-hmm. So we're still seeing extremely heavy rain. Thankfully, we're not really seeing any rotation that would possibly make a water spout at this point, which is a very good thing. But it is possible considering that we are still seeing very strong winds offshore right now. So this is southeast of New Orleans, and then also as you go up north, it is directly south of places like Gulfport and also going down into Mobile. So a couple of very populated areas the system will be heading towards. So I want to get the latest information on that storm that was in Colorado. I know it has expired, but we're still seeing the threat for severe weather. So let's go ahead and take a look. Where is it at? It's not showing up on my radar now. That's annoying. Is it this? There we go. I was looking at the wrong state. Silly me. Alright, so a couple of severe warnings that... No, excuse me, a couple of severe storms that we're currently seeing. No warned storms at this point, which is a very good thing. Welcome everybody that is just joining us right now. We're currently covering the ongoing severe threat that has been happening all week and is still going on. We just had a severe thunderstorm warning expire just to the north of Denver, but thankfully now it has expired and we're just left with a couple of severe thunderstorms. So thankfully we're not seeing any rotation that would possibly indicate a tornado warning, which is a very good thing. But as we go through the rest of our day today, it is definitely possible we can see a tornado form, especially with a lot of these supercells. So now let's go back down and touch on a couple of other things that are going on down here in the south. Let's go ahead and check what's currently going on right along the Gulf Coast, places like near Mobile and a couple other those areas. I appreciate the 5 likes that are on this video, and thank you to everybody who is currently supporting my channel. I really appreciate y'all's support.
Yeah, and make sure you go subscribe to Williams Weather. And ring the notification bell to never miss the next weather update on Williams' channel.
Absolutely. And I will go ahead and post both of our websites in the chat. We both have our own websites and also our own YouTube channels. And also please be sure to subscribe to the Hurricane HQ for all details. So I'm currently posting my website in the chat right now. Oh, I was typing on the wrong keyboard. That's why it's not working. Shoot. Okay. So that is my website right there, and then this is his website.
Oh, we just hit 6 likes. Thank you, everyone, for liking the
Absolutely.
stream.
It's still showing up 5 on mine. I believe you, though. Alright, so once again, let's go back to the severe weather that we're currently seeing right now on the Gulf Coast. A huge area of very strong rain working its way onto the coast, so I definitely feel like as we get into tonight, the severe weather, the severe threat might go up in terms of how bad it is. And we're still seeing a marine warning out there just to the southeast of New Orleans, Louisiana. So let's go ahead and see if we're seeing any velocity. I don't think we're seeing any rotation right now, which is a very good sign. But we still have the chance of seeing water spouts as this system or this cell continues to move off to the northeast. And please be sure to subscribe to both of our channels for more updates and live streams. We will be doing several more live streams throughout the summer, and then also during hurricane season, during landfalls. No matter where the system may be, we will be live on YouTube. We will be live right here on YouTube covering all the latest details. So a lot of good stuff, and you definitely do not want to miss it. All right. So let's go ahead and go back to the super res reflectivity. So we're still seeing very strong rain bands, and also I would be on the lookout for a couple of these very small cells. They may not look like much, but trust me, I've seen the smallest of supercells work their way and become massive supercells. So definitely don't count out these little supercells, because these are the ones that we're going to be watching for the strongest severe storms and possibly even the threat for isolated tornadoes as you go through the rest of our evening tonight. So I'm now going to switch it over to HQ for just a couple of minutes, and he's going to tell you just a little bit more about what's currently going on.
Okay. Should I discuss the current SPC outlook, or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Alright, so here is the current, 1 second, actually. Alright, here is today's latest Storm Prediction Center outlook, and as you can see here, we actually have a slight risk for parts of, I would say, eastern Louisiana, and just about, and actually most of Alabama, and I mean Mississippi and western Alabama is in this slight risk down here, and this is where we're going to be watching for those small cells to be possibly become supercells into this evening, and that is where we're going to be seeing a possible isolated tornado threat. And actually, if we actually move, what am I saying? If we move north, we can see we have another slight risk and an actual enhanced risk for, I would say, northwest Kansas. So definitely be on the lookout if you're in those areas for probably some isolated. What am I saying? I'm sorry. I'm not even sure what I'm saying right now. Be on the lookout for some severe storms going into this evening, as it's definitely going to be likely that we're going to be seeing a whole bunch of supercells and just severe warned storms in this area. If we move on to our tornado outlook here, you can see we do have a 5% chance of tornadoes forming in parts of Mississippi. Mississippi and Louisiana. Most of those states are the areas we have to watch for, and we also have a 2% chance of tornadoes in these other areas just surrounding that 5% risk, and a 2% chance in just the northwest of that original area. Now, the main threat today in this severe weather outbreak is going to be our wind risk. We're going to be possibly seeing significant winds in most of northwestern Kansas here. You can see we have a 30% chance of severe winds and a significant risk. So that means that it is pretty likely that we're going to be seeing some severe winds in those areas. And we have a 15% chance in the southeast U.S. If we actually move on to our hail risk, we can see we have a 15% chance in both the northwestern area and the southeastern area of these in this SPC outlook. I'm not sure what I'm saying right now.
You're good.
But yeah, definitely be on the lookout if you're in this marginal, slight, or enhanced risk today, as that's most likely we're going to be seeing those severe warned storms. Although if you are outside of those areas and just near the areas, just say in the Florida Panhandle or parts of Alabama, definitely, or even Texas, definitely be ready, because it's not impossible that we're going to see a severe thunderstorm outside of this area. It's mostly just showing where it's most likely. It's definitely possible for a severe thunderstorm in the Florida Panhandle or eastern Alabama. So definitely be on the lookout if you are near any of these marginal risk areas. So I guess I'll bring it back to you.
All right.
I'm not sure what I'm saying.
You're good, no worries. All right, so let's get the latest information on this special marine warning that has been issued. I'm going to go ahead and restart my radar just so that way I get the latest radar scan. A hurricane god just commented at my region, the Northeast. There's a few gusty showers and also storms at New York and also Western Massachusetts. I can actually go ahead and pull that up right now. Western Massachusetts. Let me go see. Let's see. Is there really no radar site over there I can pull up? Let me try and see if I can get a little bit more in this one. Hang on a second. So I'm not really seeing the strongest of wind gusts. Here is a look at New York. Not the strongest of wind gusts, but there is a couple of strong wind gusts out there. But definitely not the strongest. And then as you go into Massachusetts, there is definitely some areas of very strong winds. Not the strongest, but there's a couple of areas. Anywhere in this kind of like white area, that's where you have the threat of possible some gusty winds. And then also as you get back maybe into Adams and also Pittsfield. So not the greatest risk, but still there is a couple of areas of some strong winds.
Yeah, I'm actually looking to the north right now. It looks like there are the clouds are slightly darker to the north. But yeah, nothing really too.
Okay, here I'll share my screen with you. Hang on a second.
I can see what you're showing.
Okay.
On the screen.
Let's see. And then also, as you get into central Massachusetts, this little area of blue right here, that is where we're also seeing some very strong winds. So definitely not a good day to be outside or doing any chores. Thank you everybody for the 6 likes. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you so much.
It says 7.
It says 6 for mine.
Huh?
And please be sure once again to subscribe to both of our channels and click the notification button so that way you do not miss out on any videos. And also be sure to share this with all your friends and families so that way it gets the most amount of views it possibly can. And also to make sure that they know exactly what is going on currently right now. Mm-hmm. So we're also starting to see now some pretty strong winds. We're starting to now see a small area of rotation forming right off the coast here. This little area where the green is right next to the red, that is a very small area of rotation that we're watching, but it's not very, very tight or anything right now, which is a very good thing. But I want to go over to the hydrometer classification and see if we're getting any hail. Maybe a couple areas right in here, but it's really not that strong or anything, which is good right now.
Yeah, I don't think there is any hail.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, nothing's showing up on here.
This hail would be red.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, but we're still watching extremely, extremely strong rain in between Pascagoula and then also right near Dolphin Island and also Gulf Shore. So a very strong rain band working its way onshore, and this is going to be a multi-hour event. So, with that being said, if you live in this general area right here, you need to be on high alert because this whole cell right here in this general area is coming towards your area. So you need to be on high alert as this storm cell is heading right towards your area as we speak. So not a very good thing right now. Thankfully, it doesn't look extremely severe, but it is going to be it's going to be a long duration event, and we can possibly be looking at some very high rain totals as you go throughout the night tonight, and then possibly even going into the early hours of tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and I'm just realizing it's May now.
It's May 2nd, dude. Can you believe it? Where's 2021 gone?
I don't know. I remember being like 20 degrees out.
Does this still say we have 7 likes or 6 likes?
It says 7 for me.
Oh wow, my live streaming dashboard says 6. But hey, I'll take 7. I'll take 7 all day. So I want to go back up to just north of Denver and get the latest on that storm that was a severe thunderstorm warning. It is not anymore, but it is still a pretty strong storm. So we have several different storms that we're watching right now. Give me just a second. Turn off that so we can get a better look at it. So if you live near Wiggins, we're also seeing now a hail signature on the radar indicated by this little area of white right there. That is a little bit of hail. I'm going to try and go to the hydrometer and see that. So right there, basically just to the north of Higgins, we're getting now a hail signature, which is not a good thing at all that you want to see. And you all can see that we compare these two models, and on this one, the hydrometer the classification, and also on the class, those are 2 different models, and we're still seeing hail in those. So 2 different areas, or one big area of hail that we're currently seeing on the radar. I just saw your comment.
A Hurricane God just said if rotation struggles, I think the Alabama/Florida coast will be okay.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, they'll be okay as far as severe weather goes, but they're still gonna get pretty bad hit with very strong rain. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought we had a severe thunderstorm warning. It was just a special rain warning. Kind of scared me for a second. Let's go ahead and go back over to that. Hang on a second. So we're now starting to see very strong winds in this special marine statement right here. Anywhere that's bright green, that's where we have the chance of seeing very strong winds, but thankfully nothing right now is targeting on the coastline right now. Just a lot of scattered showers, and once again, very heavy rain working its way into very populated areas. This whole entire cell right here, is going to be working its way to the northeast and affecting places like Gulf Shores, Mobile, Pensacola, up to Monroeville, maybe even Panama City as you get into tomorrow. So a very long duration event. But thankfully, I don't think the severe weather should be too bad. So that's definitely a good thing that we are seeing right now. I'm now going to turn it over to HQ. Are we seeing anything else on the SPC outlook or anything else like that?
I'm sorry, what did you say? I kind of,
Has the SPC outlook changed or anything, or have you gotten any?
No, it hasn't.
Okay, have you gotten any notifications from any of your weather apps that we need to alert people about, or no?
Not at the moment, no.
Alright, that's good. That's very good. So once again, if you're just joining us, we are still watching a long duration event, severe weather outbreak. I actually wouldn't say outbreak, just a long duration event of severe weather. It's been going on all week this week because of a very slow moving central low, basically now stationary over the central parts of Texas. Thankfully, it will start to move over just a little bit more faster now, but it is still bringing the shot of severe weather. So anywhere in this general area right here across the lower Mississippi River Valley, you have a marginal to slight risk. And then also as you get into places like eastern Colorado, western Nebraska, and then also extreme southern Kansas, that's where we have the threat for severe weather. And this will also continue all day tomorrow. So this is going to be our area to watch as you go into tomorrow. Anywhere in this yellow risk, that is where we have a slight risk. So basically, eastern Oklahoma, northern Arkansas, southeastern Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, and then also as you get into extreme southwestern Ohio, you have the threat for severe weather as you go into tomorrow. So speaking of tomorrow, I'm now going to pull up the latest forecast model just to show you all what is going to be happening over the next couple of days. So
by the way, I think it's Arkansas.
Yes, I think. Which one are you talking about?
You said Arkansas.
Oh, Arkansas. Yeah, excuse me for that. Anyways, so right here, this is where our big center area of low pressure is right now, and then as we play this out for you, we'll watch the threat for severe weather continue. So as you go into tomorrow, right here, that exact same area I was just showing you on the SPC outlook, right there, northern Kansas and southern Nebraska, a chance for some very heavy rain, and then also a chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms as you work your way into the southeastern region. And then as you go into May 4th, I think that will be a Tuesday. We have a slight to moderate risk of seeing a lot of scattered showers, and then also a chance of seeing some very heavy storms as you work your way into the state of Michigan. So a lot on the table right now that we're watching. And then also another cold front will form as we come to May 4th and bring another chance for severe weather at around 8 p.m. on May 4th. And as we time this out even more for you, thankfully we should be in the clear as far as severe weather goes. As we go into May 7th, we will have another coastal low developing off of the southeastern region, bringing in much needed rain for the southeast. But thankfully, other than that, the whole entire United States will be pretty good as far as weather goes. We will also have another area of high pressure forming, and that might bring a lot more warm weather to the central part of the United States, which is very good. But other than that, as soon as we get rid of this system, we should be in the clear as far as severe weather goes. So I'm now going to turn it over to HQ, and then he's going to take it over for just a couple of minutes.
Okay, actually, I would like to actually show the latest weather models, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
On Weather Bell. Actually, let me share my screen real quick. So first, let's take a look at the European model and severe weather. Alright, now we're just going to take a look at the current instability in the atmosphere. Right now you can see this is as of 8 a.m. today. You can see we had some instability moving in. Probably about 3 p.m. today we're going to be seeing scattered areas of instability up to probably around maybe 3,000 in a few areas of Louisiana, and that instability in the atmosphere will continue to increase overnight and into tomorrow morning. I believe the highest degree of instability in the atmosphere is probably overnight, where we're probably going to be seeing around 12 a.m. a lot of higher levels of instability moving in, and we're going to actually see really high instability in parts of Mississippi and Louisiana here, probably up to maybe 5,000 Cape is possible, and that's definitely very, very favorable for severe weather. That will most likely be about 2 p.m. tomorrow, and we're going to be seeing a very high likelihood of severe weather tomorrow in those areas. And we could see even higher Cape in parts of Texas. I mean, when I say real high instability, I mean like literally off the charts kind of instability, over 5,860 in instability in the atmosphere, and that is very high. That is extremely favorable for severe weather in Texas. I am surprised. Let's just look at the severe weather outlook for tomorrow.
And then also HQ, Susan Kenny just commented, when is South Carolina going to get some rain?
That's actually, I believe tomorrow, most likely.
If you want to, go to Tropical Tidbits and then go to the GFS and then play that. I think it'll show.
Yeah, actually, I'll do that in Weatherbill.
Yeah, that's fine.
So right now here, you can see this is basically what's happening about today at 2 p.m. And you can see, as we move to the next few hours, we're going to see scattered rain showers moving into South Carolina. It looks like it's mostly going to be staying into western South Carolina until, I would say, maybe on May 4th.
Okay.
Into May 5th, South Carolina will be seeing its highest chances of rainfall.
Yeah, definitely. We need some rain here. We've only gotten maybe a couple days of good rain, but other than that, we really haven't gotten that much rain.
But going back to the Cape in Texas on, when is that again? Yeah, this is on May 4th at 1 a.m. Oh, May 4th. To 3, actually. No, I don't think it goes out that far. It's weird, because it's just a lot of instability in the atmosphere here.
Yeah.
But it doesn't show a high risk on the Storm Prediction Center outlook. It's possible, but with instability this high, it's like almost impossible for severe weather to not fire up.
Yeah. Susan
Actually,
Kenny,
let's take a look at the GFS and see what there's.
Susan Kenny just commented, thank you.
Alright, yeah, no problem. It is like mostly just the European model that's showing that.
Yeah.
It's definitely like the GFS is showing Cape a lot higher, maybe up to like 4,240. That is definitely a bit higher, but if we look at the Storm Prediction Center for May 3rd, it shows ultra risk over here, which is really weird. And we look at 4 through 8, you can see the predictability is way too low. It's weird that they're not showing anything for those areas.
Yeah, that's weird.
Especially that usually the National Weather Service uses like that. I'm not sure exactly what model they use, but I mean, this Cape is extremely high. I mean, like, it's literally saying over 5,000 is like literally like severe weather outbreak, like tornado outbreak kind of Cape.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not showing anything.
That's
very,
very...
It is mostly the European that's showing it, but if that does happen, there is literally going to be a severe weather outbreak right there.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's weather models for you.
Yeah. Usually you just compare them, but usually the European is pretty accurate, and usually usually there's good agreement on this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Usually the European doesn't ever show anything that high.
Yeah. Well, that just goes to show you that, weather models are just so, unpredictable sometimes,
But you gotta use them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sometimes, they're very accurate, but when it comes to weather forecasting, it is very hard to get, an exact forecast on something.
Mm-hmm.
That's the science of meteorology, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately.
Yep. Here, I'll
Okay.
bring it back to you.
Alright, so now I want to go back to that special marine warning that is currently just to the northeast of New Orleans, Louisiana. We're now starting to see extremely heavy rain indicated by all this red. And once again, this will be working its way onto the coast as we get into the later parts of this afternoon and then eventually going into tonight. But thankfully, we're not really seeing any signs of rotation, but we are starting to see some very strong winds, especially right here across off the coast. So anywhere, once again, in this bright green, that is where we're seeing the strongest winds right now. But thankfully, no rotation is being reported right now, thankfully. But we're still seeing very strong rain working its way onto the coast. So directly in the middle of Mobile, Alabama, getting into Theodore, Dolphin Island, Pascagoula, Gulfport, Mississippi. So some very populated areas. HQ, can you possibly tell me what the population is of Mobile, Alabama?
Mobile, I'm actually just gonna.
We need to make like a list of all the different cities and their populations.
Yeah, let's see. The current population looks like 190,000.
190,000, ladies and gentlemen, is the population.
And the surrounding areas is even more. Like, it would probably be over 200,000.
That's insane.
I would say probably 250,000 for the entire Mobile area.
So I want to point something out, ladies and gentlemen. Remember how I was saying to watch these little cells very, very closely? We're now starting to see a little bit different readings on the super res velocity. Anywhere in these like little gray areas right there. So there's one right there, a little area right there, and then also right there. That is possibly indicating some very strong winds right now. So we're definitely going to have to be on the lookout for some very strong winds as we go into tonight, especially with those very small little revolving systems, because those are the ones that could possibly bring the most severe weather, believe it or not. Those little ones could possibly bring more severe weather than this whole entire system. But, I mean, look how strong, look how heavy this rain is. A huge rain band offshore working its way just to the east of Pascagoula, getting into Gulf Shores tonight. And then also, once again, absolutely slamming the city of Mobile, Alabama. So a long duration event, and once again, this is far from over. Thankfully, we are starting to see this event die down. It's been a very active week. All last week was severe weather, and thankfully, we are now starting to see the end side of the system finally come to an end. So thankfully, this system.
And real quick, can I actually share my screen real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
There is one thing I'd like to say. There is a new mesoscale discussion that was just issued.
Okay.
Let's actually just head over there. Let's do this. Yeah. So this one is in Louisiana.
Okay.
And
oh wait.
Do you see the details?
Oh wait, shoot, I'm presenting. That's why it's not working. Hang on a second. Oh yes, hang on a second. Let me get there. All right, you're good to go.
Alright, so yeah, this mesoscale discussion is in effect. It's concerning a severe potential, and it does say a watch is unlikely. The potential for a severe thunderstorm watch is only 20%,
Okay.
which is definitely pretty good.
Yeah.
But it says a gradual increase in storm intensity is expected through this afternoon. Isolated large hail and damaging wind gusts, along with a tornado or two, will be the primary threats.
Yeah.
So it is possible, but most likely no. Or it is not likely. But it is possible.
A hurricane guy just commented 1 inch per hour, like. So I'm guessing that might be he might be talking about the system that is currently associated with that special rain warning.
He put a question mark after. Do you mean like what is it 1 inch per hour like on the grounds?
Or are you asking like are we gonna see an inch of rain per hour on the ground?
Well, we already are seeing that in some areas.
Oh yeah, well that's true.
Also, you just got a new subscriber.
Are you serious?
You're at 120.
Let's go!
Congrats.
Thank you to everybody who has currently subscribed. Please be sure if you have not already subscribed that you click that subscribe button and also help me meet my goal of 150 subscribers by June 1st. It is definitely doable if we all can do our part. I have no doubt we can smash that goal. So please be sure to hit that subscribe button and help me reach that goal. I would really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna make that my goal too.
I thought that was already your goal on your website. I thought I saw it like that.
Yeah, I think I got rid of that. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, A Hurricane God, let us know what if you can elaborate on that question a little bit more, we might be able to answer that a little bit better. So if you could just elaborate on that a little bit better, we might be able to answer that for you. Okie dokie. Can you show everybody the latest information on that special marine statement?
I'm sorry, send them the link?
No, can you share the information with them?
Oh, yes, of course. So, yeah, this special marine warning here is mostly saying that a water spout is possible within this area, and there is winds also possible up to 40 knots, although luckily there isn't really a big hail threat. This special marine warning is not saying there is any hail threat, so that is definitely really good. Although definitely you have to watch out because we definitely could be seeing a water start forming in the near future and possibly disrupting mariners.
Absolutely. And if anybody has any family members that are boating today and are out on this water, I would advise them to not be on the water, considering that this system could possibly see some tornadoes. And we also just got a brand new thing in the chat. A Hurricane God commented, the rotation cell near Mobile, Alabama, if it drops, hang on a second, that rotation cell near Mobile, Alabama, if it drops into rain in just an hour.
Huh?
He commented that rotation.
I see it, but I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused on that as well.
That rotation cell near Mobile, Alabama, if it drops an inch of rain just in an hour. Do you mean what is it dropping an inch per hour, which it most likely is?
If you could just maybe explain that a little bit better. Just so that way we can understand it. That would probably help to answer your questions to the best of our ability. We apologize.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, I'm kind of hung up on that too. Oopsies.
Also, what do you mean by the one near Mobile? Do you mean by like the special marine warning?
Because I have a feeling that will be working its way onshore into Mobile is it to the west of the rain band or is it to the east?
It's right here.
Oh yeah, it's like directly in the middle right now.
And it's moving up, so it most likely will hit.
Well, it's moving like northeast. So I feel like by the time it gets onshore, it'll be like maybe 20 something miles.
It'll probably be like this.
Oh, Hurricane God just commented yes.
Okay,
So,
but I mean, well, I was actually asking that to you.
me?
Yeah,
Oh.
but never mind.
He said the marine one. So if you're asking where will like that huge rain band will be, it will probably be right near Folly, Gulf Shores, or also Pensacola. I think by the time that this rain band gets on shore, it'll probably be to the east of Mobile, considering that as it's moving a little bit more towards the east. So I think
It most likely just missed Mobile.
yeah. They may get some effects on the outer side of it, but it will definitely not hit it directly by the time it moves on shore. That's a fact.
Yeah, unless it does like take a big turn in direction.
Yeah.
Like this is most likely how it's gonna move. It's most likely gonna probably take a slight turn more to the east.
And also, depending on how much available moisture is in the upper levels of the atmosphere, it also might not have enough strength it might also not have enough moisture to strengthen it and become as strong as it is by the time it gets on shore.
Yeah.
So, I hope that answers your question there, a Hurricane God. If anybody else has any other questions, please feel free to comment those, and we'll answer them right here in our live stream.
Also, I'm gonna have to go in maybe a few minutes, so.
Okay. No worries at all.
Also, when do you plan to end the stream? Just wondering.
Probably within the next 15 or 20 minutes. I want to make sure that before I leave, there's no other severe weather going on. And if you are not already yet following me on social media, please be sure to follow me both on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I have all of that on my website at liamsweather.org. And most importantly, please be sure that you're following me on Twitter, because whenever we have severe weather, I post the latest warnings and everything on the details on it on my Twitter. So in case you are not already following me on Twitter, be sure to follow me on Twitter. And then once again, please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not already yet, so that way you can help me meet my goal of 150 subscribers by June 1st.
I'm gonna
Okay.
cancel my shared screen.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and check out the super res velocity on that special marine warning. Thankfully, we're really not still seeing any rotation, which is a blessing from God. But we're still seeing some very strong winds indicated by these brighter greens on the radar. So anywhere in this general area right here, you have the threat for seeing some damaging winds. Thankfully, this system is still well off the shore. But as HQ was just talking about, the system will continue to move off to the north-northeast and basically be just to the east of a place like Mobile, Alabama as you get into tonight. So I'm going to do a little box just like he did. So basically just to the north or just to the east of Mobile, Alabama, maybe passing just past Pensacola, right in the middle of Gulf Shores. So a couple of very populated areas that are going to be affected by this. HQ, can you tell me the population of Gulf Shores?
Gulf Shores in what state?
Gulf Shores is in the state of Alabama, I believe. And then also maybe after that, Pensacola, Florida.
Gulf Shores in Alabama has about 12,000.
Okay, and what about Pensacola, Florida?
About 52,000 in 2019.
Oh, wow. Okay. Good
So
deal.
probably a bit more than that.
All right, so I think that is about it for today. We're not really seeing any other severe weather that is currently going on that you all need to be worried about. Once again, please be sure to follow us both on social media for all latest updates. And once again, please be sure to subscribe to both of our channels for all updates, and also click that notification bell so that way you know exactly when we post a brand new video. Does anybody have any other questions before we end the live stream that you need to be answered before we end? We'll be glad to answer those right here on our live stream before we end. Start to wrap everything up. I appreciate. Does it say 7 likes on yours?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you to everybody who has clicked that like button. I really appreciate all your support. Line of strong cells at Colorado could become severe. Let's go ahead and check that one out.
Yes, yeah, I believe they will become severe in the future. Probably within maybe an hour or two, possibly.
Yes. So here is one line of storms going right near Fort Morgan. Very strong rain. Thankfully not severe warned at this second. We are starting to see a couple areas of very strong winds. I'm going to try and switch over to a different radar site so we can get the best accurate result. But we have the chance of seeing some very strong winds. But other than that, nothing else is really going on. We're not seeing any rotation that would indicate a tornado warning other than that. But other than that, we are pretty good as of right now as far as severe weather goes. I appreciate your question, Hurricane God. Anything else before we end the live stream? We'll be glad to answer those for just a couple, maybe 1 or 2 more minutes before we end up here. Finish up, I should say. Susan, Kenny, or any of the Lukies, do you have any questions we can do that you need to be answered? HQ, you still at 140 subs?
Yep.
Still mad at you for having more than me.
Hey, you're still growing. You remember, you got another subscriber. You're only 20 away.
There you go. 30 away, actually.
20.
8 likes on the stream. Do you see 8 likes? I see.
20 away from me.
Yeah. Do you see 8 likes or 7 likes on yours, HQ, for the stream?
I see 8.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna leave you guys because my thing is being slow. Alright, so if that is it, that is all we have for you all today. Thank you all so much for watching and trusting us to bring you up to date.
A Hurricane guy just did 8 likes on the stream.
Yes, I saw that. Alright, so once again, please be sure to subscribe to both of our channels for the latest severe weather coverage. Anytime we have severe weather, we will be right here back on our channels live to bring you the most up-to-date coverage on all storms. We thank you for trusting us to bring you up to date, and once again, we will be live during hurricane season, basically almost probably several times a week, featuring the latest details on every single storm currently happening. So, anything else you want to add, HQ, before I end the stream?
Not really. If anyone is wondering, my channel is the Hurricane HQ, and Williams is Williams Weather.
Absolutely.
So definitely subscribe to Williams Weather and my channel.
Alright, goodbye everybody. Have a great day, and we will see you next time.